Let's debate.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the truth is that Pakistan is warning the West of another 9/11. You've heard that right. Not just that, you have seen them only and only speaking for Taliban. They say they have nurtured the Taliban. The Taliban says Pakistan is like their second home. So what really is going on vis-a-vis Pakistan? Let's get the big picture. I want to say good evening to PTI Senator Walid Iqbal, who joins us right now on the broadcast. He is Imran Khan's man. And it's good to see you smile right now when, so much is happening against Pakistan. There is so much anger. Senator Walid Iqbal Saab, against what your NSA has said. You're warning the West of another 9/11 now?
No, I'm smiling at how misinformed you are. And the fact that it is not the NSA who has made a retraction, is the NSA who's made a clarification and asked the author of that article to make a retraction. There was no threat of any sort made, and neither was any demand made to the international community to immediately recognize the Taliban. Pakistan itself has not recognized them, and Pakistan does not believe in any unilateral sort of a recognition. Pakistan has not and will not take sides in Afghanistan. Pakistan is playing a neutral role, and all Pakistan's state actors, all its agencies and instrumentalities, their first and foremost duty is to make Pakistan safe, is to make Pakistan secure, and to uphold Pakistan's sovereignty and territorial integrity. And for that purpose, Pakistan is engaging with every stakeholder in Afghanistan. Of course, the Taliban have exercised or gained complete control practically of their country. And what the NSA was saying, in fact, what he has asked the author of the article, Christina Lamb, to do is that she took the interview on record, is to just play the entire record. So whatever he said is understood in the words he said it and in the context he said it. He said the world had acknowledged that abandoning Afghanistan and Pakistan in the 1990s was a mistake. And he presented his view that lessons from the past must be learned. He elaborated that abandoning or abandonment of Afghanistan will create a security vacuum. And that would be filled by international terrorist groups who threaten Pakistan and the West alike. And even the relevant quote of the NSA in the article, it confirms all of this. So whatever you are saying or whatever has been attributed to him is not true. Pakistan has paid its price by taking sides in this conflict. Pakistan has suffered 80,000 casualties. No, I mean, you better ask Christina Lamb to play that whatever has been recorded. That will in Hindi or Urdu we say doodh ka doodh aur pani ka pani usse ho jayega. And I think Taliban, the resurgent Taliban in Afghanistan in the current scenario have to do entirely with the internal mismanagement that was in their country. And they have not even encountered any resistance. They don't even need anybody's help or support. And I told you, we are not taking any sides. We want a peaceful Afghanistan. We want an Afghanistan which has a government that is broad-based and inclusive. And we have actually, you also know, on the 15th of August, when the Taliban walked into Afghanistan, Pakistan was receiving a delegation from Afghanistan, which had all the other eminent leaders from all the other ethnic communities in Afghanistan. There was Mr. Pedram, there was the speaker, there was Ahmad Shah Massoud's son, all these people.
Pakistan. I don't want to hear all that. The point is you're actually proving what your NSA has said. Now, Walid Iqbal, tell me one more thing.
I'm not proving what my NSA said. You don't please don't put words in my mouth.
Your own Prime Minister, Imran Khan, Imran Khan actually has spoken for the Taliban. He said that
my Prime Minister
must be talking to the Taliban. Your NSA says that if the world does not talk to the Taliban, we might be looking at a 9/11 situation. So what kind of a warning is that? And why do you think that the world needs to be threatened by Pakistan? You cannot even manage your own finances. I mean, you're dealing right now with countries like China, with Russia, who are trying to support you. But the world is against you.
No, nobody is against us. We are all the Prime Minister has said, and I would request you not to put words in my mouth. I'm not making any admissions other than the fact that our Prime Minister has said and constantly said, consistently said, before even he was Prime Minister for decades, that there is no military solution. And even now, our priority first is to make that of our state actors and our agencies is to make Pakistan safe, is to make Pakistan secure, and to have a stable and peaceful region. And of course, I mean, India wants to be the spoiler, and you are reflecting that sentiment. That's all there is to it.
No, and do you know what your DG ISPR also said? And I'll pull out that reaction of Imran Khan also for you if you just want to hear it and refresh your memory. Your DG ISPR very clearly said that we have nurtured the Taliban over the last many years, and in case there is help needed, we'll be there.
There is no such thing. Your news is perhaps 25 years old. There was a totally different situation between 1996 and 2001. Where
this is just 2 days ago. This is just 48 hours ago, Walid Iqbal Saab. Just 48 hours ago. You want me to pull out that reaction? Do you want to hear it, sir?
Pakistan wants peace and stability in Afghanistan and hence and therefore in Pakistan as well. And that is what every other neighboring country particularly wants, that the territory of Afghanistan does not become any kind of a breeding ground of terrorism, and terrorists then use.
So what is the Taliban? What is the Taliban according to you? What is the Taliban?
In other countries, China is apprehensive about that. Russia is apprehensive about that. Iran is apprehensive about that. Pakistan is
What is the
Taliban?
What is the Taliban, Walid Iqbal Saab, according to you and the PTI?
I'm sorry, what about Taliban?
What is the Taliban according to you?
Well,
is it a terror organization? Is it a terrorist group or not?
The Taliban is an entity which right now has exercised control over Afghanistan by its own volition and by its own strength and support, or whatever support they enjoy inside their territory. And that is a reality, that is a fait accompli. Now we have to deal with it, and the international community has to deal with it. And they have made all these promises, which you know and I know. They have promised an inclusive government. They have promised that they will uphold the rights of the women, that they will uphold the rights of the minorities. They will engage with the outside world. Now, our interest is in the fact that Afghanistan has a peaceful and a stable scenario. It has a broad-based and inclusive government, and it is a country that is not isolated in the world, which results. Look at what President Donald Trump said about Iraq, about Syria, about Libya.
No, we are talking about Pakistan. Walid Iqbal Saab,
I mean,
do you know about the attack that the Taliban conducted on the army public school in Peshawar that killed 149 people, including more than 130 children? Today on TV, you cannot even call them a terror group. You cannot even call them a terrorist organization. That is how scared you are.
The army public school attack was conducted by the Tehreek-e-Taliban of Pakistan, and that is one of the major concerns Pakistan has with the Taliban setup right now, that will they allow their soil to be used for attacks against Pakistan or against Pakistan's people? We need to ensure that. And just like that, every other neighboring country, Russia, Central Asia, Iran, all China, they're all concerned about that. And whatever promises they have made, they need to be taken up on that. And the world community needs to engage with them and not repeat the past mistakes.
All right, so you are actually saying that the world community needs to engage with the Taliban. You are exactly reiterating what your NSA said. And, I think that retraction that you just mentioned, but you have just reiterated that again on national television. Walid Saab, you've just said that the world needs to engage with the Taliban, right?
Well, look. They are running a country. They have control over a country, and they have made the promises to allay the concerns of what Taliban 1.0 was, and we have Taliban 2.0. If they've made promises that they'll be peaceful, they will not conduct terrorist operations from their soil against other countries, or they will not allow that to happen.
They have assured you they will be peaceful this time. They have assured you there'll be no brutality. Is that the deal that has been worked out between the Taliban and Pakistan?
The jury is still out. The jury is still out, and Pakistan. Why do you think Pakistan has not recognized them as yet? Pakistan has not recognized them. Pakistan will stand with the international community and will stand with all the other neighbors who collectively will decide how to deal with them, what to do with them, if they are completely shut off from all kinds of international recognition, or if their funds to the tune of 9.4 billion are frozen in the United States of America. I mean, they will not be able to run the country, and that is what will give reason, and that has the potential of giving rise to all those things that were attributed to them in that last tenure that they had, and that is what neither Pakistan nor the international community wants.
Walid Iqbal Saab, I cannot understand that. What really are your compulsions? What are your problems that you really have to here also sit and speak like a spokesperson of the Taliban? Why do you have to do this?
I am not a spokesperson of the Taliban.
The Taliban is a terror organization.
I am not a spokesperson of the Taliban.
There is a reason why Imran Khan is called the Taliban Khan.
I am not a spokesperson of the Taliban. I am a spokesperson of the government of Pakistan and of the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf. And the policy and the position of Pakistan and its government are very clear, that they want peace, they want a stable and sound government, representative government, an inclusive government, a broad-based government. And that's where Pakistan stands also with the international community. And Pakistan, all that the NSA did was remind that, the international community, please do not repeat the mistakes of the past. There are mistakes that President Trump has acknowledged in Iraq, mistakes in Libya, mistakes in Syria, which all have become now breeding grounds of terrorists. And, that kind of situation, nobody wants here. And I tell you, first and foremost, Pakistan wants its territory to be safe and secure. First of all, there's no warning. There's merely an iteration of this fact that there is a fait accompli, there is a de facto setup in Afghanistan, and they have so far promised that they want to allay all the concerns that the international community has with them. And Pakistan stands not with them, but the international community.
And you trust them? You trust the Taliban?
That is not a question at this time. I mean, the question is, we will not unilaterally take any decision or express any trust until the international community and us, we all stand together, because our interests are all aligned. India's all the time and investment they've spent has gone up in flames. So you're just being bitter about it and just trying to scapegoating Pakistan. We have not recognized the Taliban government. They don't need our support. Look at how the 325,000 army capitulated. You think we told them that? You guys trained them, and your
own Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan
any entity, whether Pakistani or from across the border, that threatens the territorial integrity, sovereignty, safety of Pakistan, Pakistan will fight it back. Including
the next few days will be equally worrisome for you. Walid Iqbal Saab, thank you for speaking to us here on Republic. Right now, I also want to introduce our entire panel that has been very